Ready to go now. Jaron Durant digs in now.
Fielder, number 16, Jaron Durant.
And the home opener is underway. Out towards right center field. Tucker really on his horse for it. And there's one down. Trevor Story comes up to the plate.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
Ohtani, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Takes it in for the out.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Hard liner, and that's got extra bases written all over it. So runner at second, 2 down. Brent Rooker the next to hit. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right.
And that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And towing the slab for the Boston Red Sox in this one, Ranger Suarez. How about a report on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Just missed. That's ripped. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Gets down, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. Will Smith to the plate.
Ball, that's inside.
That one's in there, and the count 1-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to.
Line drive, that's a base hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball, though.
Inside.
No, inside.
2 balls, no strikes.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Up the middle. Nice grab. The feed for 1. A sensational double play. So up next, Geraldo Perdomo. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
That's a ball.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
That clips the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And that just misses. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Tapped softly on the ground. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Still stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu.
That's a ball.
Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. A solo shot. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. This one in the air, center field. Pajes on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Outside, that's a ball.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. On the ground to the left. On to first. Now 2 out. And stepping in for Boston, Marcelo Meyer. That one fouled off. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
That one outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ball in.
And that's downstairs and outside.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think of. Good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's.
And that is that. Back here at Chavez Ravine, we head to the bottom of the second. Cody Bellinger steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Bellinger finds the corner. That's strike 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Story settles under it, and there's 1 down. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Playing in the World Series north of the border was certainly special for Freddie Freeman. His dad, Fred, hails from Windsor, Ontario. His mom, Rosemary, from Toronto. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Big-time power. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a miss. Good job to fight that one off.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Goes down looking. On to the 3rd inning. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran.
That's out.
On the ground right side. The tag, and he's out. Here's Trevor Story. Flied to right his first time.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Good hitters count the 2-0. And that one hit 97 on the gun. And there's ball 4.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Kurtz in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. 0-1. Sliced hard but foul. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. The 1-2. In the dirt. That
Nope,
just
that's
misses.
inside.
Ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Brent Rooker. Fly to center his first time. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it bangs off the wall. In comes the run from second. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Man at second. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Bellinger under it. And that is that. Back here in L.A. as we go to the last of the third. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That's in there. It's 0-1. Tucker, who's been an all-star and a Gold Glover. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Well, with the shift on, hits right into it. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And now the center fielder, Andy Pages. Fouled off down the right side. The 0-1. There's a swing and a miss. And that's just foul. 1-2 now. Hit on the ground to short. Story in plenty of time to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Here's Mookie now.
Ball, that's outside.
The red K for Mookie. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Wilson Contreras. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Contreras, 33 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Out to short, Perdomo. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. So digging in, Roman Anthony. Grounded out his first time up. Fouled off left side. Now the 0-1. And it's fouled away. On the ground, right side. Throw on to Freeman. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Marcelo Meyer. Out there to center. Pages settles under this one. And that is that. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Bottom 4, Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
In there at the knees for a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. gets to it with a slide. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
In the air, left field. And that is the third out of the inning. We go to the top of the fifth. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. And a base hit. So now back to the top of the order. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now batting Jarren Duran.
You know, these Red Sox
outside.
doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're
to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Dangerous hitter at the plate in Trevor Story. He's 0 for 1. And that's a base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. Nick Kurtz, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate on the ground. Oh, look at the stop. There's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer. Big at bat for Brent Rooker now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Into center. Base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. So 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Smith makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Chavez Ravine, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Cody Bellinger steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Bellinger's an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a 4th-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer his senior year. That one lifted to left. Anthony moving under it. And there's 1 down. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. A dive. Nice stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Caught looking his first time up.
Ball! That pitch is out.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And he swings through that one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball instead of just weak contact.
Top 6. So stepping in for Boston, Wilson Contreras.
Ball! That pitch is out.
One now. What a stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. At the plate, Roman Anthony. And there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And that's the 3rd out. Back here in L.A., bottom of the 6th inning, Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one fouled off. The 0-1.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
And there's a strike. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So up next. In the air, right field, Abreu coming on, and there's 2 down. Here's Mookie now, 1 for 2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Anthony on the move, and that is that. Back here at Dodger Stadium, top of inning number 7. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the center fielder, Jarren Duran, 1 for 3. Hard hit left side. And 2 away to start the 7th. 2 down, bases empty. And next for the Red Sox, Trevor Story. Just
that
missed.
ball went out.
That one ripped, but foul. And now it's 1-2.
Ball, that's in.
Just
Ball, that's
misses
out.
the mark outside the zone. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Chavez Ravine, set for the last half of the 7th. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Ball 1.
And that's outside. Outside.
Ball, that's out.
3 balls, no strikes. And there's the automatic.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
That one misses.
Ball 4.
So a
Take it,
leadoff
baby.
walk. Yeah, here. Tommy. So they're making a for a bat off the bench. Max Muncy, a runner at first for him, nobody out. New pitcher now, Angel Serpa. Puts a bunt down, and it goes just foul.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you can...
Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. 1 out man at first. Geraldo Perdomo getting ready to hit.
Ball inside.
Last 2
Inside,
pitches have
ball
been
2.
down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play, but in this count, he's going to have to get in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
The 2-1. Just
Ball,
missed.
that's off the plate.
Down the right field line. That's a base hit. Smith rounds second on his way to third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Just missed.
Ball one.
Way to lay off that pitch down. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Ball two.
That one missing inside. Next one misses, and that's ball three. And they're all
ball
loaded
four,
up.
pitches down.
Good patience to take that walk and keep the line moving.
So they turn to their closer, Aroldis Chapman.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Freeman in the box now, takes strike one. And ball one. The Dodgers threatening here at the bottom of the seventh. Ground ball right side, could be two. Over to Story for one. And that's quick work out of the pen. One batter, 2 outs, inning over. We're at the top of the eighth. So stepping in for Boston, Nick Kurtz.
Ball down.
In there at the knees. And the count 1-1. That one ripped right center field. Carrying well. Booyah! He flexes his power with that swing. Brent Rooker up next for the Red Sox. This one looks like trouble.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready. Swing it on the first pitch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And the skipper calls down to the bullpen. He's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Makes the catch, one down. Here comes Wilson Contreras. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ball inside.
To Betts at second for one. And it's a double play to end the inning. Back here in L.A., ready for the bottom of the eighth. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Yeah!
Shortened a bunt and missed it. 0-1.
Running that good fastball up on the hitter's inside. If nothing else, it keeps him from diving out over the plate to get those arms extended on the pitch away.
Gets under it and pops it up. And that's a foul ball. Got him swinging. So here's Kyle Tucker now. In the air, left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Around first, digging for two. And he'll reach second with one away. One out, runner at second. Andy Pappas will hit next. On the ground to third. Fair ball. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Betts
inside,
in the
ball
box,
one.
lays off for ball one. Right through there for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Swings and misses, struck him out. The batter now will be Will Smith.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in. You see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
On the ground to third. Meyer to first, and that's the inning. All set to start the ninth in this one. So stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Tried to pull the ball, let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Durbin in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Anthony aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. The 0-2.
Ball, that's inside. Ball 2.
And a good eye there.
That's inside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Got him swinging for the K. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Rafaela in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
2 down. Back to the top of the order now. And stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. High fly ball, right field. And that'll do it. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we head to the bottom of the ninth. Max Muncy now at the plate. This one popped up. And a foul ball. 0-1 now. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Contreras under it, and he's got it. Now it's the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. And that one hammered. This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Waste no time there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
He's got it. Runner tags at second. He gets there safe at third as he moves up with 2 gone. So last chance for the Dodgers. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Foul ball there. The 0-1.
Ball 1.
They're down to their final strike. Center field. Duran gets under it. And that'll do it. Suarez with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should.